Welcome to the special preview online event for Unleash Your Crystal Within. Here is your host, Diana Winter.
Hi, I promise you are here for a treat today. To have a plan, feeling more in control of your life and feeling less overwhelmed.
Crystal Within brought out many realizations about myself and why I struggle with certain things again and again.
I think Crystal Within came at a perfect time. What better way to commit to you being your better self by being with people who feel motivated to be better.
I joined because it pushed me to really think deeply.
The tools, they were all amazing.
I didn't give up. I'm very grateful.
It was really showing so much heart and really a mother's love.
Yeah, this really helped me to grow.
It helps me tremendously.
I am now a crystal woman for life.
I believe that you are here probably because you are a very ambitious woman. Women like us usually have one big problem. We over-deliver. We want to take care of everyone else's needs and we put ourselves last. We want to serve without asking for help. We overextend ourselves and we under-nourish us. That's a big problem. And the result is then sometimes don't reflect of who we really want to be. Maybe you are here today because A is where you are and B is your desired goal, is your dream, is whatever you want to accomplish in your life right now. And you're not getting there. You want this so badly, but there's something in the way. You are here today because you are really yearning to connect to like-minded women who really uplift and where you can share your life journey with. Whatever the reason is, I hope I'm gonna find out very soon. I promise you are here for a treat because you will learn our 4-step proven framework to get you from A to B, to overcome life challenges, to have a plan, feeling more in control of your life and feeling less overwhelmed. Crystal Within is an online support community for ambitious, value-driven women who are really working to achieving the highest ideals. It's so hard, I think, to do life alone. Life is just so much more fun and easier to do when we can do that together with like-minded women, not just any woman. It is important because imagine you feel less overwhelmed in life. Imagine you are connected, not just with any women, but imagine you're connected with women who are all going in the same direction, who value the same things, where you can share authentically who you are. You can share your heart and really your challenges. You can talk about it and you can help each other and lift each other up. Then you start to see suddenly your own inner energy starts to elevate so much faster. And naturally, and I will say also easily, you will start to attract more positive circumstances, people and experiences into your life. And then you get to really create the life that you love to create and that you deserve. In case this is the first time that you see me, let me shortly introduce myself. My name is Diana Winter and I am the co-founder of Crystal Within. I'm also an author of an Amazon bestseller, The Timer Effect. I'm a certified meditation coach and I'm a wellness coach. And I help people and organizations to be more productive and happy just by managing their stress. I help people to really understand the effects of stress on the body and how to reverse it and build a thriving life with less effort and more ease. So, Crystal Within is an online support community for ambitious, value-driven women who are really working to achieving the highest ideas. What we do is we have a big community and then we have smaller, exclusive inner circles where we go through our life together with. We share our stories, we share our challenges in life, and we also share our successes. And we are there to support each other, to embrace each other, to be connected and to feel uplifted. We also offer a 4-step framework, which I will also introduce to you tonight, which serves you to overcome any life challenges and arrive with hope and with new inspiration, with new energy. And you really transform. As you do these steps over and over again, you transform, you shift, you raise your vibration, and you get to where you want to go. We also teach you very important skills to get to the goal where you desire to go. And we have interactive learning and personal guidance. And that is the coaching demonstration that you will also see tonight here. With one of our coaches. We have several coaches that we work together with, a variety of 12 different life categories. Very exciting. I'm going to share later about that. This is the journey of Crystal Within. Today you are here in our preview event where you get a taste of what we do in our 4-week course. And this is the next point. Every woman goes through a 4-week intense training, which we call Unleash Your Crystal Within. That is where we go really in depth about the 4-step framework that we teach and about the skills. And you also have in the 4 weeks a buddy system. So you're going to have a woman side by side doing the course together with, because it's so easy to, fall off the wagon when you're doing it alone. So that is really so precious about Crystal Within, that we have inner circles and we have the buddy system, and you do it together. You are not doing it alone. And then when you complete Unleash Your Crystal Within, then you can become a Crystal member, a Crystal woman. And being a Crystal member, we meet every month, and we have for every month one category of life. For example, relationships, finances, career, mental health, emotional health. 12 life categories that we work on for the whole year. We commit to personal growth and to transformation. And it's really incredible when you do that together in a community, how much faster you can really grow, how much faster you can get to your goal. And I think that's really what makes Crystal Within so special, is that we're doing it together. There's so many programs out there where you already learn great tools, great knowledge. But it's hard to really keep on track with applying that. And then you will pick up on each other's energy, and growth is going to be so much faster and more fun. These are the 4 steps. Very simple, very powerful. First step, accept what is. Second, let go of what was. Third, remember your crystal. And then 4, create your best life. So whenever you are faced with a challenge, often what we do is we fight against it. We don't want to accept it, or we want to run away. That was me. Sometimes I just want to run away. I don't even want to think about it. Try to distract myself. Of course, that's not going to get me anywhere, right? And it's not helping. So the first step, what we do here is we want to become aware what's going on. We want to identify who is involved in the situation. What's bugging me, first of all? You want to sit down and go within and think about what's bugging me on the situation right now and get an overview. And then when you do that, when you become aware of what it is that's going on, you also want to ask yourself, how do I feel towards it? How do I feel? What feeling come up? Am I frustrated? Am I angry? Am I sad? What feelings are showing up for me? Because maybe you've heard this before, but you cannot transform anything if you resist or fight against it. You have to accept where you are. You have to say, okay, it's a shit day. Didn't go according to my expectation. Yes, it's happening. I am fighting all the time with my husband, or I have no idea how to approach my boss about the race. I'm so nervous. Whatever it is that's bugging you, we have to authentically and honestly admit it first to ourselves and say, yes, it is happening. And then you can move into the next step of letting go of what was. And that's, I think, the hardest part, because that's where you have to dig a little bit deeper into your psyche and see, why is it even bugging me? Is it even true what I'm thinking? And then you have to dig a little bit into your childhood, because from the age from 0 to 7 is when we get our imprints, where we get our beliefs, our programs that we start to act subconsciously later on in life. And we don't even know that. 90% or even more of that. And then often you will find that something deep inside of you reminds you of a situation that you have experienced as a child. And it's still hurting you and it's not completely resolved. And you actually just respond to your childhood. And so then you have to go back and resolve that. And that's what we do with the tools that we teach. For example, we do that with inner child work. We do that with special forgiveness ceremonies and meditations. We do that with emotional freedom technique, EFT tapping. You will see that tonight. And you got to heal those old wounds so that you then can start to respond actually to the present, not anymore to the pain of what happened. So you have to let go of what was. You have to learn how to let go, which is really the hardest part. And whenever you can, then you can move into the next step of remember that you are a crystal. And we call it the crystal. The crystal is our concept of we all have God-given nature inside of us. We all have this universal energy of love running in every cell of our body. And we forget that. That's the first thing. We have this negative self-talk. Oh my God, I failed again. Oh God, we're fighting again. I'm a horrible wife, or he's a horrible husband. And we have all these negative beliefs and thoughts kicking in, and we really forget our true essence, that we are a divine being, that we are so precious. Your decisions that you make are precious. You are precious. And we have to remind ourselves on that so that we can lift ourselves up and not pull us down. And we consciously and subconsciously have to do that because we really tend to forget that. And when you remind yourself of that, then you can move to the next step, which is creating a better life, which is then you have the energy. You have the time and the space and the energy to make a step in the direction that you actually want. And whatever that looks like, if it's just, okay, I take those 10 minutes today to check in with myself, to journal, to reflect, or I go for that walk because I really need some self-care, I really need time to myself. Or you're going to have to, some heart-to-heart with your husband, or whatever it is that you can now move into a positive direction. But you got to go through these 4 steps. You cannot jump or ignore one or the other, because then you'll find yourself always stuck in the same situation. This is how you move from the darkness of the tunnel when you face any challenge into the light, coming to your goal. Accepting what is, letting go of what was. Remember your true identity. And then you can really create a better life. So this is our 4-step framework in a short version that we teach in our 4-week Crystal Within, Unleash Your Crystal Within. And I think really the hardest part, as I said, is letting go. How do we let go? Okay, now I know I have that issue and that I know why I'm responding that way, but how can I let it go if it's so painful? How do I even find my root issue? That is often the hardest part. And that is also what we do in our membership program, where we have coaching demonstrations from different coaches, and they help you to get personal guidance on finding where you might be stuck and getting to the root source and helping you to identify what's going on and then making some steps into a positive direction. And tonight we are very, very lucky because we have one of our very profound coaches, Myrna LaPraise. Myrna is a family and relationship coach for over 5 years. She's trained by Hilda Wiemer. She also is an expert on safe conversations, and she is an author of 7 Gifts to Give to Your Child. Very profound and important work that she's doing. And today she will give us a coaching demonstration so you can see really what this process looks like, and also get a taste of what we do in Crystal Within And we have one volunteer who's going to present one of her biggest challenges, and Myrna will help her to find the issue and then make a positive shift. And maybe if we have time, we also get to taste a little bit of our techniques that we teach also, which is EFT. And then afterwards, we can go into a little sharing, and then I will explain more about the next steps. So let's welcome now Myrna. Thank you so much for being with us.
Yeah, thank you. I'm glad to be here. You know, as a coach, I always believe that the solutions to any situation lies within you. So these 4 steps, and myself as a coach, I, am here as a guide to help you uncover and discover what it is that you want to work on. So if you could just take a minute, close your eyes, and take a few breaths, and then if you could tell me what's the most pressing issue that you would like to work on right now. Something that we can begin to work on in 30 minutes. So
we have 30 minutes?
We have 30 minutes.
Whoa. Okay, well, what an honor. Thank you, Miss Myrna, for having me. The issue I would like to work on is creating a summer plan for my children. Summer just began a couple days ago. We're on vacation right now, but in 2 days when we get home, we're going back home, and we need a summer routine. I have 3 daughters, a 9, 7, and 5-year-old. And, school's out. Of course, my kids, especially my 9-year-old, love screen times, a lot of screens. So it's always trying to minimize screen time or do other things besides screen time. And trying to find some balance of screens and other stuff like outdoor activities and chores and house stuff. And yeah.
Okay, so that's the external goal, but what is the challenge for you to be able to do this? What is the fear or the past experience that makes it something that's a pressing issue for you?
Maybe my internal challenge would be to just be consistent with my rules. Like, first of all, say my rules, and then be consistent with the no part, even when all throughout the day, the kids keep begging for certain things. And I guess me being confident and secure with my no, or with my we'll do that later, and staying secure, calm, true to my no.
Okay.
I choose to say my no. Yeah.
So is this something that you have tried in the past?
Yes and no. I mean, it's a whole new year, a whole new summer. Everyone's a little bit older, but the screens is kind of a newer, maybe more of a newer issue because they're older. So how to, make those rules.
Okay.
And I'm not even sure, what are the appropriate rules. And sometimes I'm not even sure like what I should say or do.
Okay, so let's expand on that a little bit. That you said you wanted to be consistent and you're not sure what you should say or do. So do you have experiences when we're talking about the first step of accepting what is that a challenge with you and your girls? That it's difficult to be consistent or accept? Yes.
Sure.
Okay.
I can accept that is a challenge. A challenge with them, a challenge with me. Like I can give in. My husband says I'm sometimes too permissive, or I let them run over me sometimes.
Okay, so if you think a moment about, just close your eyes again, and how do you feel? Why do you give in? What is it that is underneath that?
Why do I give in? What's underneath that? Maybe some guilt of like, oh, well, I mean, it's summer. I guess they could just watch TV for hours. So like guilt and I'm sure on some days just tired, like I don't care enough to put up a fight or to stick with my no. So I'm sure like my personal laziness sometimes gets in the way.
Okay. And do you think there's an element that you want them to be happy and to like you?
Sure. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And what happens if they get upset with you? How do you feel then?
Like when I say my no and they're upset.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess a little, I mean, yeah, a little sad. I mean, it happens all throughout the day, so I'm not too, but yeah, sometimes it's like, oh, I could just give them what they want, but is that the right thing? Yeah.
Okay. So in anything, the ability as a parent to be consistent lies with our ability to be clear about what we want, how we want to handle it.
Yeah.
In my experience, I was a teacher. I think, when we get to the solution, we can talk about some things to how to include them in the process. But I think as part of the crystal within, it's good to go a little deeper and see what comes up from your past, because our past always impacts our present relationship. So in order to let go, we have to identify what's there for us, and how you were raised, what comes up for you if you think about your own childhood.
Well, for my mom, there was too many rules, too strict. I never got away with anything or never tried. And then for my dad, it was very permissive, do whatever you want. So I got like two interesting views. Yeah, so like I like what you just said about like in the end, me sitting down with them. Anyway, I know that's coming up later, but like having their input, but also my input.
Yeah. Yeah. So you had two very different styles of parenting modeled for you, and now you're trying to figure out where which one, or what the balance of what works for you to make it your own. Yeah. Do you feel any underneath that? Do you feel any resistance to being like your mom, to having too many rules?
Yeah, I definitely don't like to control, because I want the opposite of control, which I'm sure also underneath that, I'm sure I'm very controlling in some ways. But yes, I don't want to control. But also, I think I also have a lot of thoughts of like right and wrong, like, oh, my kid probably shouldn't be watching too many hours of TV. So we need to create some balance here.
Yeah. Yeah. I think all of us as parents, when we become parents, we either do what our parents did, or we do the opposite because we didn't like that. And so when you have you have to find a middle ground maybe. But I think that the most important thing is the relationship that you have with your children, not about the rules.
Yes.
Learning how to guide them with your relationship. So is there anything from before we move into your own true identity, is there anything that you feel that you have to let go still from the past that, I don't know, with your own parents? Is there something that you need to do in terms of letting it go or forgiving them, or that our parents always did the best they could with what they knew, and you up to this point did the best you could, but so you can only make changes going forward, right? You can't change the past, but in terms of the crystal, letting go of what was, it's good, I think, to think a little bit more deeply about that point. What is it that you can just sort of release? And maybe it's like a giant onion, that it goes through stages and it doesn't happen all at once. But if there's a fear, you don't want to be like your mom.
Yeah.
Does that ever?
Sure. Yeah. Sometimes. Yeah. A fear of being too much like that. Yeah.
And so then that makes you not be consistent, would you say?
Yeah. Or giving myself permission to also be strong sometimes if I've got that connection with my child, then trusting myself to stand in my parental, if I have the connection to trust myself more.
Okay. Yeah, always that's part of it, is learning how to trust ourselves and not just go on automatic, or we end up sometimes even we don't want it, or the words that our mom or dad said come out of our mouth. Like you say, I'm never going to be like that. So so what you want to let go of, if I can rephrase it, what you want to let go of is the fear of being too strict. You want to find your own way to be consistent and not be like your mom. Is that accurate?
Yes.
Is there more about that?
Yeah, giving myself, also allowing myself to be strict, and that's okay and that's good if I have a good connection, like the whole connection before correction phrase. So yeah, being more secure in myself, not having a fear of being too dominant or controlling, if my mom was. Yeah, I like that.
Okay. So I think I like to say the word firm instead of strict, because strict, I think, sometimes gives us bad connotations that it's my way or the highway kind of thing. But being firm, that you're doing it for their good because of what's right for them, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So now you already started kind of moving into the remembering your crystal within. So you said that you want to centering on having a relationship with them. You want to allow yourself to be firm and remember the phrase of connection before correction. So how does that translate into who you are, your identity as a parent? Who do you, or you can say who you are or who you are becoming, either way, whichever feels most authentic.
As a parent, I want to be, super close with all my kids. Like I always tell them, one heart. You can come to me if anything, one heart. But yeah, I want to listen to them. I want their opinion. Their opinion matters. Of course, age appropriate and everything. But yeah, I want to let myself be firm, believe in myself that I can be firm, and like do it more with them, which is of course what was not done in my family. Like it was more of a, you be quiet, well, not be quiet, but well, yes, actually. But like, yes, I'm the parent, but I want it to be with a little bit more heart. Like, yeah, I'm the parent. but like we're a team, and I want that energy to come across.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But yes, I want to be fun. I want us to play, be happy. But yeah, let's work some too, you know. Let's do our housework and our house chores. Yeah, let's put on some music while we do it, because that's also life.
Okay. Those are all great. Let's try to make it like a little bit more concise, like some kind of
Mantra.
Yes, mantra or sentence. So
for the summer.
Okay, for the summer.
For the summer.
For the summer, I am a parent. Who?
I'm a parent who loves to have fun with my kids. Something about fun. You gotta have fun.
Okay.
While getting some work done. I don't know, something like you gotta have the work. A little bit. Sorry, but we have to. And I don't want it to seem like, you know, it's like pulling teeth. So yeah.
Yeah. Well, you know, as a parent, sometimes that's part of the job too. You have to pull the teeth a little bit. But okay, so let me read this back to you. And then let's say I'm going to add something in there. For the summer, I am a parent who loves to have fun and consistently helps my girls get some work done. How does that resonate? Because you wanted to be consistent. So I put that word in. Is that okay?
Yep. I'm going to write that down too.
Okay, I'll read it again. For the summer, I am a parent who loves to have fun. Maybe we should add with my girls, who consistently is getting some work done. Maybe you should say with them. I'm not sure how it works for you, because it's not just your work, right?
Yeah. Yeah. My work, their work, our family work. Yeah.
Okay. So once you have it, why don't you read it back for us now?
Something like, I'm a parent, I'm a mom who loves to have fun with my girls and who consistently gets work done with them.
With them. Okay.
Consistently gets work done with them. So they're helping me too. I'm not going to do it all because I could easily do it all, but I want them to, you know.
Right. So let's talk a little bit about how you can move from this statement to having them involved in the process. I used to be a kindergarten teacher, and every year I started my class year with creating rules or, guiding principles for our class. And I always had in mind what I wanted, but I let them brainstorm, and then we would write things down. And some of them there were a lot of don't hit, don't kick, don't bite, all those things. But, if you get their input first, and then just like I did with you, you formulate some guiding rules about, it could include connection before, or fun before, jobs or whatever. One of the rules that I always brought into my class was the golden rule. We treat others the way we want to be treated. That's not exactly maybe for your family, but I think you need a brainstorming session where you have them give you ideas, and then from there you formulate what you want for the summer. Could you see yourself and your girls doing that?
Definitely. Yeah, like, family meetings.
Yeah.
Or even can have a kickoff summer. Okay, guys, we're coming back home. We had vacation. We ate snacks all day long. We were at the pool all day long, but now we are back at home. There's some other chores that need to be done. Yeah, sitting all together, having a little snack, of course. Everything's better with snacks. And yeah, making a little, getting their input, like you said, brainstorming. Do you think it's with the 975? I was even thinking of like giving them, do you think it's appropriate to give them like some card where they can check before they get some type of screen? Or, because the different ages, different desires, or how individualized should my parenting be?
Well, you know your girls, what will work with each of them. And I think it's okay to say, I'm gonna make a contract with each of you, and it won't be the exact same one, but I think it's always good to have something visual, some way that they, whether it's they check something off or they have clothespins and clip them onto a chart, or there's many things you can look on online, like you have popsicle sticks and you move from one pocket to another pocket I think that screen time is something that kids can't monitor it themselves.
Mm-hmm.
I have one son who was addicted to computer games, and it's not easy. It's so entertaining without having to do a lot of effort, and so making a limit and making something that they have to do before the screen time I think it's wise parenting.
So it's okay to have screen time as kind of the reward. Like, let's do 1, 2, 3. Once those are checked off or whatever, then you get this for this amount of time.
Right. Yeah. And, some people do it where they want their kid to read, because actually through the summer, reading skills are lost a lot. So, you have to, read a certain amount of pages, or depending on your age of your girls, you can have screen time is between 1 and 2, or 1 and 3, and then we go outside. You can figure it out, and you can guide them to help come up with things that fit your family's needs. But let's take it back a little bit again to the focus of you, because hopefully you can get your husband's buy-in, but you are the one who's gonna be the driving in the driver's seat to be consistent. So I would like to finish with creating your best life is some kind of tapping. We'll use EFT tapping to tap in the new belief or the new thing that you want. The one you said is a little bit long. So maybe if we could say, I am a parent who has both connection and, what was the other word you said?
Correction.
Does that resonate with you?
Yeah, I want.
Okay.
Yeah, I want
I'm a parent who is developing both connection and correction in loving my girls. Does that resonate with you?
Yes.
Okay. So we're going to do a baseline. And anybody else who would like, you can tap along. Even if this is not your issue, you can be able to just think of your own in your own mind. So we're going to do it. Even though we're going to start with the part before. Even though I have a challenge being consistent. I completely love and accept myself.
I completely love and accept myself.
Even though I have a challenge being consistent, I completely love and accept myself. Even though I have a challenge being consistent, I completely love and accept myself. Okay, so now we're going to start with the third eye point. I am a parent who has connection and correction and includes fun. Okay, so I'm going to let you do it now. You can say any version. We're going to move to the next side point. I'm not going to lead you. You just say it however you want to say it.
So say something. Yeah.
I'm a parent who.
I'm a parent who has connection, and I'm not afraid to use correction, because that's good too, Shauna. That's so good.
Okay, under the eye. Move to under the eye.
Connection flows so easily, but you got to have some correction. You got to be firm and stand as a parent.
Okay. Under the nose.
And
I love to the same thing again. It's okay.
Oh, okay. I have connection and I have correction. And that is a good thing, healthy thing that we need.
Okay, chin. I'm a parent who wants to have fun.
I'm a parent who wants to have fun. Yeah, I really do. Yeah. I don't want to work. I don't want to work either. Who wants to work?
Collarbone, but I realize the importance of teaching life skills.
Yes, I want them to work. We can't just have fun all day while daddy's at work. Come on, girls, we got to do something before he comes home.
Okay, under the arm.
Yeah, and we feel so much better too when you put some work behind your play. We can really have fun.
Okay, on top of that, we're going to finish with, I've got this parenting thing.
I've got it. I've got this parenting thing.
2 more times.
Easy.
Say it 2 more times.
I've got it. I can do this. I'm strong, super strong, and I'm loving. Firm. I'm a super firm parent. Oh my God, that's so weird to say out loud because I'm so not. But yes, I'm firm.
You are becoming.
I'm becoming firm. Oh yeah.
Okay. So now just put both hands on your heart and take a couple of deep breaths. You really make this go in. This is your new belief, your new mantra.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you, Shauna.
Thank you, Miss Myrna. No.
I'll pass it back to you, Diana.
Wow, thank you. Thank you, Shauna, and thank you, Myrna, both of you, for this profound session that we were able to experience together with you. Thank you, Shauna, for being so vulnerable and being so authentic and how you feel towards your girls. It's really heartwarming to really see the love and the passion for your girls. I think even somebody made a comment about that. I think that came across really well, how much you love them and how much you care about them. And I think, Myrna, you really helped her tonight. We could see how there was actually really a deeper issue, that Shauna has the resistance to be like her mom. She said that she has the fear of being like her mom. So we can learn and see, when we dig a little bit deeper under the surface, first we just blame ourselves often that we are a bad mom and we don't have it all together. But when we dig a little deeper, we find those old memories and experiences that we have that really imprinted us. And that's what we can find with this process, with the help of a coach and also in our sessions. So that is very, very valuable. And then Shauna could move to the next level of feeling confident and positive about her parenting style, where she can really go and gonna have some fun before daddy comes home. I love that. Oh, yeah, no, but really moving with confidence and letting go of all the blame and judgment about yourself, because it's not going to go anywhere, and moving forward where you feel more in control and feel good about yourself, empowered. And that's what we could watch, I think, this process today that Myrna helped Shauna to go through. And it was a beautiful process to watch. So thank you really again to both of you. There was now a young mother who shared her challenge with finding a good schedule and routine for her children and feeling good about that. Of course, we all have our individual challenges that we facing right now, and we experience that in our life. Each person has their own process. So this was an example today. And of course, you can use this same formula, the 4 steps, for any of your challenges in your life right now. Today was the demonstration, so you could see how this is really applied practically. So we are coming here now to the end of the program. Self-help is the best prescription in life. Totally agree on that one. So we have something very exciting. So next Saturday, we are starting our next Unleash Your Crystal Within. Yay! It's happening. We do it only 3 times in a year. We already did once this year. So now next Saturday, we're going to start our next Unleash Your Crystal Within, our 4 weeks intense training program where you learn really in depth these 4 steps. And EFT is just one of the very great tools that you can learn. And we really want you, and that's usually what the women feel, the feedback that we get, they feel really empowered. They feel connected to each other, uplifted, and they feel I can handle life and I can go for my dreams. I can overcome the challenges that I have and the self-doubt that I have. I can overcome that. I have my plan, I have my girlfriends, and I can do it together. So I wish and love to see you there, because I know every one of us women and you deserve really their best and incredible life. And I would love for you to give this gift to yourself. And today, because you attended the special program, we have a little thank you to you. We get a special discount on our next program. Usually our program is $195. And because you're here attending today, we wanted to give you a 23% discount, which brings it down to only $149.99. So that is a great opportunity and a great investment for yourself. The 4 weeks, you have 2 sessions, 90-minute sessions a week, always on Wednesdays and Saturdays. You always get the recordings if you cannot participate live, or even if you participated after every session, you get a recording from the session. There's also practical exercises that you will receive during the 4 weeks that you can go through with your body together, that you can share. You get your body on the side to be equipped and have that incredible experience. You have the tools that you learn, but these are the details. You can look that up on the website and also in an email. So I really love for you to really think about, what can I do, the next level, the transformation that you have. This is a great opportunity for you and a great gift that you can give to yourself. So by now, you should have received an email, and you will see where you can register. You can also see the link on where you can read more information of where and what you can expect, what's happening, what is the content of the 4 weeks. And also in that email, you will have the coupon code for the discount and a little video that explains you on how to do that. So I want to say thank you so much for everyone who participated here tonight. Thank you for showing up. Thank you for being courageous and for taking the time. Bye-bye.
Thank you. Crystal Within brought out many realizations about myself and why I struggle with certain things again and again.
I think Crystal Within came at a perfect time. What better way to commit to you being your better self by being with people who feel motivated to be better.
I joined because it pushed me to really think deeply.
The tools, they were all amazing.
I didn't give up. I'm very grateful.
It was really showing so much heart and really a mother's love.
Yeah, this really helped me to grow.
It helps me tremendously.
I am now a crystal woman for life.